Hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm going to show you how to do these today, and I've already filmed this, but I didn't tell you what I had used for the paper on the inside. I did tell you what I used for the decorative paper, but on the inside of these, I have used this linen paper here. And all I did was cut it directly in half. So it's 8.5 by 11. So I cut it at the 5.5. And so that's what these are. These are the 8.5 by 5.5. So I did want to add this onto the first part of the video. And I showed you how to make the other one. On it, I did not put this little strip, as you can see here. But these are just a shabby journal, just for fun. Very fast, very easy. The hardest part is cutting all the papers and punching all the holes. So anyway, this will be tacked onto the front of that other video. Excuse me, my voice is still recovering from COVID. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that this is what I use. This is that Southworth linen paper in the almond color. So anyway, that's all I did, and that's all I used. And then, of course, I used what I show you, the little book board, and some fabric, and a couple of eyelets, 4 eyelets. Very simple, very easy. And I'll see you at the beginning of the video, where I show you how I made it. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make comments, subscribe to my channel, and share to Facebook or Twitter or whatever you like. Just don't put your own name on it. Leave it as mine, please. I wanted to show you a long time ago I bought this journal, and it's always been a favorite just to grab and write in. It's very simple, and you know, it's just a quick little place to throw in some poetry and just other stuff back there that's useful or not useful. Draw little doodads in. Anyway, I decided I wanted to make one of these just to see how it went. So this is the bought one, and this is the homemade one. Now, the thing is with these is they have to have a loose binding on them so that the pages will flip over and stay flat. So mine has a loose ribbon on it here, and I've covered it with pretty fabric here. And I also put a padding fabric under it, which is this that I got from my niece. It must be an upholstery fabric. And so I put that under here. On this one I'm going to show you, I'm not going to do that, but there's cardboard inside of this. These are not super covered or anything. They just got a shaggy edge on them. But it allows for the book to flip open and allows you to just write on each page. It's very nice. The hardboard on the back makes it so it's able to sit in your lap and you can write on it. On this one, I didn't want the pages to rip, so I put on these 1-inch strips of paper before I put the holes through it. Just to help sustain it a little bit better, because I'm going to be using this one. It'll sit out in the living room, and I'll just make little notes and sketches and poetries in it. But it's very simple. So I'm going to quickly show you how I did that. The first thing that I did was I found a paper. I believe this is one by Jen Bishop. And let's see. Let me grab it. I think it's this one. Yes, it is this one. And it is by Blue Fern Studio. And it's Fairy Whispers and Fairy Snippets. It was designed by Jen Bishop. So I have used a couple of those in each stack of papers. I believe there's 40 sheets here, which would give you a total of 80 writing pages, plus 3 of these. So anyway, this book here is got a floppy front on it. So we're going to give this one a floppy front too. I think it helps. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it does help just to make it kind of a nice floppy book. And on theirs, they have this all glued together. I'm not doing that on this one. And I'm also not going to put the strip on here. The reason is because on the one that I put the strips on, you can see that it made the pages, stand out from each other. It took up a lot of space. It doubled the space there that I had to use. And I'd planned on 80 pages in there, which would be 160 writing areas. But that didn't work. I had to cut it down on this one to each section has 15, so this one has 30 pages and 60 writing pages. So anyway, so the first thing I did was I put my holes in it, and as you can see on this one, my holes are offset. I don't know how I did that. It just is, so we're going with it. And then I cut some cardboard. This is pretty sturdy. It's heavier than, it's more like 2 cereal boxes. So I've gone ahead and I've left it with its offset weirdness. Oh. There we go. Got to go that way. And I have these, and I know, see, they look too short, but they're not really, because you have to have a little gap in there. And then this will go on there. So, let's see. So I need it to go this way and this way, because I don't have these centered. So you want to leave a little bit of an edge around each side. So there's that. So we'll figure this all out. And the next thing I did was I tore a piece of fabric. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful print. And I made sure that I could fray the edges up really good. On the other one, I went through and really frayed them because I left quite a bit of space in there for it. So on this one, we're going to start, when we pull this over, that'll be the front. But that looks upside down, and it would be. So we need to start here. So when we pull it over, the front is here. So if it's a directional fabric, in other words, you want to be sure it's going in the right direction. Okay, so what I did was I figured out what I needed here, and you can see here's that quite a bit of edge around it, and this is the back page, and then the front page will come over here. Now this area here, you want to leave a gap in it for that your papers fit into, and they have a little bit of space. So let's see. And here you want to leave a large enough gap that it is at least one of the widths here of that. So let's start right there and glue this piece down. Now on fabric, we have to remember fabric and Fabri-Tac glue together very well, but if this bleeds through, if it's too thick on here, it will bleed through on there. We don't want that. So what I did was, and this is such an easy journal, you guys. It's a matter of cutting your paper and punching holes in it. Sorry about the noise, it's just easier to spread that way. Now with Fabri-Tac, you do want to push the glue down so that it's flat, so that it won't bleed through your fabric. Okay? And then go ahead and put it down on your fabric. There we go. Hopefully that didn't bleed through. Now I want to be sure I have the holes in the right place, and I do. And I'm going to glue this one down. And once again, flatten out your glue so it doesn't bleed through your fabric and leave a bunch of stainy pieces. Just line those up a little bit, leave a gap here. You want at least probably 1/8 of an inch. That is good. Okay. And now let's talk about this little space here. We want it to be wide enough to house our stuff. So I have a little piece here that is, oh, let's see, 1 inch. And I think that is enough for this one because I don't have all the stuff on it. I'm just going to lay this in here. I'm going to give it just a little gap. And then I'm going to put this one down. So how is everybody? I got over my COVID. My COVID. I got over this stupid COVID. It swiped all my energy for a long time, and it's still swiping it every day. I did get the infusion, which helped because I honestly don't think I'd have survived without the infusion. I was giving up, and I was tired of it, and I told my husband that we need to get things in order because I couldn't go on. And so we opted to go get the infusion for me. It was a very smart move for me. It did bring me back to life. But I can see why people give up, because that stuff is hell. On top of everything else I've got going on, it was just a little more than I could actually handle, I guess. Anyway, I'm glad that's over. I never want to catch it again. I don't know how you avoid it. You can't go through life, like I told the doctor, I said, since 2020, I have taken, fairly good care of myself. I got my vaccines. After I got my vaccines, I got inflammatory disease and autoimmune disease. I said I'm very discouraged with that. But I'm not saying they came from the vaccines. I just don't know. I was well before and enjoyed life and going places and doing things and going to antique stores and estate sales and all kinds of goodies. And now it's a struggle every day to, just some days it's a struggle just to get out of bed just because something's going on with my body. But it'll be okay. We'll get it figured out. I kind of have high hopes of that. And anyway, it's been a bit of a struggle this year. And I'm, mostly tired. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now this one doesn't have the padded front, it's just got the cardboard under it. But I just wanted to give you a quick show on how to make one. So now, we will have enough to use this on the inside as well. How do I know that? Because we don't need to put any right here. Although it might be a good idea on this one because the fabric is quite thin. Let's go ahead and give this a clip and then tear it. And pull all those threads out because that's the fun part. It's no fun having it all tangled up around you, but it is fun. Got all that little bird nest stuff. Okay, so there we go. There's that part. Okay, before I forget, we need to go ahead and punch through here so we have those holes. Otherwise we won't be able to see them. So I'm using the 3/16 and punching right through. There we go. And we're going to punch this side too. And over here as well. So we have that. Yay. Okay. Now, next, we want to put this on here, but let's see if we have one that's long enough. I don't, so I'll use a couple pieces. And we want to make sure our directions are going the correct way. So let's take this one. That's the front. Okay. So we want to take this and cut it right about there, or tear it. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just wanted to show you quickly how this was done. So, okay. Work around it. Okay. So when I got to this side, help! Got cobwebs. When I got to this side, what I did is I spread my glue around like this, and then I put a little bit on the sides. And the reason I did that was to kind of glue the edges down to each other, and a little bit up here for the frame to stick to. I didn't worry about what was in between there. And I just laid that down on there. There we go. And then I moved it. And I did this again. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so anyway, I'll tell you, it has been quite a year, hasn't it? And then the thing with the shooting in Texas yesterday just breaks my heart. Okay, I'm going to flip this around so I can work on it a little easier on this side. I might have to get my big bottle of Fabri-Tac out. It does take a lot of Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac has a bad smell when you have to use it this much. Oh, I'm not going to flip that. Like I said, I put just a little bit down along the edges and stuff. So that it would let the fray stick to the fabric, and then as it frays, it'll stop once it starts coming up against all the Fabri-Tac. Oh. Okay, let's flip this way, make sure I've got that right, and I do. And then this piece is going to go down here. Ooh, not that one. Maybe this one. Let's see. Nope, won't fit. Let's go for this one. It's not as wide, but it'll be okay. Let's put it here, like this. And I'll cut this right here. Get all that beautiful fray there. Look at that, isn't that pretty? This one kind of has a weird tear. Tore kind of wonky. It tore kind of wonky donkey. There we go. That'll be better. Got all this glue on my finger. I can't get it off. I'm trying to throw it in the garbage. Okay, so coming back up to the top. I started the alphabet challenge. It was right before I got sick, and needless to say, I didn't get through it. I made mistakes on my piece, and so anyway, I'm going to have to start over on it, I think. But yeah, I wanted to do it, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put that right up there. It's okay if it's smaller. It's no big deal. So tell me what you guys have been up to. Have you guys had COVID? Man. The thing is, you know, about COVID is that it just replicates and makes new variants, and gosh, you know, we'll probably get it again. I don't know, but I hope not. I don't ever want it again. Made me mad when I got it. Because I'm so careful. Like I was telling you, you know, I told the doctor. I spent all this time, and he said, well, my advice to you is to go out and do things and live. Because it is out there. And no matter what you do, you're not always going to avoid it. So you might as well just enjoy life. And I'm like, but I wasted all this time. I felt like I'd been cheated, you know. So anyway, going to take his advice. I'm really working at getting well here so that I can get out and do things and enjoy life. Okay, now we have to get those holes back in there on the other side. So let's see. There's one. Two. Three. It's kind of hard to see those holes. There we go. Okay, Now, I put eyelets in those. So let me grab my eyelets. And let's see. Let's use... Oh, do we use the blue? I mean, why not? I won't ever use them otherwise. I know they're kind of a bright blue for it, but it'll be okay if we like blue. Okay, make sure you push these on from the outside to the inside. I'm going to have to turn this way. And let's see. I feel bad that I made that offset, but it's okay. We can deal with it. That doesn't feel right, but it was. And I didn't worry about the inside piece of it. What do I mean by that? You know, I'm not really sure right now. I forgot. Oh, sorry, my head in the way. I hope you can see what I'm up to. That does not feel right. No, it wasn't. Okay, let's try that again. Yep, there we go. And one more. There we go, got our 4 holes. Oh, we've got a little wrinkle there. Let's see if I can pull it. Oh, I bent that too soon. It's right in the crease, which is fine. Maybe we can just shove them down in there. Okay, so there we go. So now we have this part, and like I said, I'm not going to reinforce these this time. Okay, that's the front. That's the back. This is the front. Yeah, let's see. I think I may have done that wrong. Let me figure it out. Because it's gotta go this way. And that, I put it wrong. It's so confusing, you guys, to try and get this all together. Yeah. So, I think this one is wrong. The rest, they don't really matter. And we'll put them this way. Yeah. Okay. Put that one under there. We'll just put these on this direction instead of this direction. And then they'll line up better. Okay. ribbon, 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 ribbon. Then I used, where's the ribbon I used? I've got things in a real jam over here. I've been having a jamboree. Here we go. And, okay, so we'll need to run it through like that. Like I said, you need extra ribbon on this so that it is baggy. You got to keep your ribbon baggy on this one. Going to get my large fine needle out. Put those two together. So boy, my heart really goes out to the people of Texas, I'll tell you. What a heartbreaker. Okay, so we run that through. We run this through here. Come here, paper. Lining all those up. Run it through there. And then we're going to run it through here. And all the way through to here. And then here. Take that out. Pull these up even. There we go. And tie a loose bow. It gives you a handle. Yeah, this one I could tie a little bit tighter. And there we go. Quick, writable journal. All the way through. Ta-da! Need to glue some of these edges down a little bit, but yeah, definitely a fast way to make a journal if you need one for some reason. A quick gift or something like that. I mean, it's perfect for somebody that likes a shabby journal. I love shabby journals like this. Let's see, let's try this, see if that's okay. Yeah, that could be a little bit looser, but it still works. And there it is, it just bunches up here, which is fine. But there we go. Very fast, and that is it. We are done. And then if you want, you can go back through and decorate and put pockets and stuff in there if you wanted. But I'm just going to use them for journaling. So there we go. Maybe I'll put this one in Etsy. It'd be just a quick, not very expensive journal, that's for sure. And it is offset, so it would get some minuses there for that. Oh. Yeah, that's upside down too. But this is right side up. Anyway, doesn't matter. just fun. I would probably go through and fray these quite a bit so that they're blending together quite a bit more. And that is it. That's what I have for you today. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this quick little intro into quick journal makes, and hope you all have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.